You're listening to Love, Guns and Freedom with Luca Zanna on Guerrilla Media Network. Hi everybody, this is Luca Zanna. Welcome to the second hour of Love, Guns and Freedom on K-Talks 1340 AM and also on GMN, Guerrilla Media Network. Second part of the show, second hour, we talk about guns. And we'll start the first part of this hour with very important breaking news. Mr. Obama, the tyrant-in-chief, he just passed an executive order, exactly on Wednesday. Executive Order 13662, okay? Write it down. Executive Order 13662, and Obama now bans all the AK-47s rifle coming from Russia, and not just the rifles themselves, but also the different spare parts and different parts that you need to keep your rifle working and functioning. This is very serious because, first of all, we very know that this was part of the plan. It's part of the plan. They're trying to work first with ammunition. They're drying out the market. They're creating this sort of extreme demand. The price of the ammunition is going crazy. And now, of course, Obama, with the excuse, because, you know, this is always about there is a crisis. And whenever there is a crisis, government loves to create more tyranny. Wednesday, Mr. Obama used this powerful pen to pretty much ban all the AK-47s and other Kalashnikov Russian-made imports indefinitely. So we don't even know when it's going to be over this. Probably, maybe never. Who knows? And this is not just for the rifles, but also for the parts and accessories, okay? So this executive order was issued under the guise, of punishing Russia with some other sanctions. Because, AK-47, as we know, it's one of the biggest weapons that the administration and some member of Congress have been looking to ban. Remember when Obama said, there is no place for an AK-47 on American streets. Guess what? American law-abiding citizens have the right, and also I think the need, to have an AK-47 rifle. And by the way, what we're talking about here, it's not even a full auto rifle. It is not an assault weapon with selection of a switch from semi-auto to full auto. This is just a AK-47 pattern rifle, semi-auto with a 30 rounds magazine. Of course, there's some, functional and also aesthetic features like the pistol grip or the flashlight. But that's not the point, We will see very soon that this is going to be going around no more just the AK-47. Also now we have, for example, another ban includes the Sega. Sega, it's an incredible line of shotgun and rifles. I really like them, by the way. I got a couple of shotguns. And also this has been banned, So they are banning pretty much different type of lines of firearms from Russia. And the ammunition is pretty much now coming too. There are already voices that ATF is holding big lots of ammunition like a 545 by 39 at customs. And so I wouldn't be surprised. Now, what does it mean this for you, for us, American law-abiding people? First of all, we have the right. We have the God-given right to be armed. Law-abiding citizens have the right to be armed, not just to defend ourselves against criminals, regular thugs, but especially to defend our freedom. I really believe the AK-47 pattern rifle, it is an incredible rifle for affordability, also practicability, something that you can easily learn. And for, let's say, from 0 to 200, 300 yards rifle, it could fit the job. We talked about the AK-47 probably about 2 or 3 shows ago, and why it's so important. I believe that every family should have at least one. I don't want to go back on that. Now, what I would like to share with you in this show, first of all, where you can buy this AK-47. You should buy as many as you can afford. First of all, because it's an opportunity to have it as a weapon, a tool that you may need. Hopefully you don't, but you may need it. It was going to be very impossible or very expensive to buy in the next future. So still now, if you find it in stock, buy them. Now I'll give you some places where you can buy them. For example, normally I like in Arizona we have a beautiful shop. It's incredible gun shop. It's called J&G Sales. J&G Sales out of Prescott. You can go to the website jgsales with the final s.com. And normally they have the biggest assortment of AK-47 pattern rifles. I said, AK-47 is great, chambered by 7.62 by 39, but do not underestimate the AK-74. I think it's something you must consider, especially I would get them both. And more important, whenever you buy the type of rifle, you need to understand you must stock up on ammunition, because that will be next. Right now, we're also facing very soon not only our regular ammunition, NATO ammunition like 945 or 40 or 556. Also now the problem is going to be with the importation of surplus ammunition. So for every rifle, I will suggest you to get as many ammunition as you can afford. So let's go back first of all where to buy this rifle. As I said, JG Sales is a great place. I would suggest you to go there. Normally, of course, if you are out of state, you must comply with your several state laws, and you can get your rifle shipped directly to your FFL dealer. If you live in Arizona, it would be great. You can drive there and get your rifle in 10 minutes and be out of the door with your rifle. So that would be the first place I would like to go. If you are online, another great place, I really enjoy it, and I think it's a great opportunity for buying great prices. It is a Center Fire Systems. Let me spell it for you. Center Fire Systems with final s.com. They have a special this week, for example, of AK-47. For example, like let's say this is it's a US model, but it's still AK-47. And you can get also like a Romanian WASR Wazer 10 for like $499, $500. I think it's something definitely worth it. And also I would suggest you to look into the AK-74 545 by 39 with wood furniture, beautiful, for $549. We already talked before about the difference between these AK-74 chamber 545 by 39 and the AK-47. They're two different cartridges. The AK-74, the 545 by 39 is more comparable to like a 556. But if you're able to get a surplus Russian ammunition with a steel core and the tumble, they are incredible. Like we're talking about 53 grains. They are incredible flat. You can shoot them flat for like 300 yards, and they are fast and they're devastating and they are steel core. So I think it's an incredible weapon, and they're very low recoil. I like those. Now, we need to look a little bit into ammunition, because as I said, a rifle without ammunition, it's worth zero. Meanwhile, I would like to remind to all the people that say, oh, Obama, he doesn't want our guns and all these things. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry if you still believe this. I have nothing more to say to you. I can talk to my dog, and he understands. But if I still see denial, and for people that says, we don't need an AK-47, you don't need that. First of all, it's my right as a law-abiding citizen. I need whatever I wish I want. Okay. More important, yes, I think we need more than AK-47. We already outnumber. We already not outnumber, but outpower. We have right now in America, we are facing a complete tyranny. We have armored vehicles. We have Homeland Security is going to be the new brown shirts with billions of rounds, military, real assault weapons, and futuristic weapons on top. Let's not forget drones. And when we worry about the K-47, it's a must. It's a weapon that it's affordable for the working man. With a few $100s, you can have a weapon. It's reliable, easy to practice with, very low care. You don't need to do much. Just clean it once in a while. And I think it's a must. It wouldn't be my first rifle as a rifleman. I like something different. Normally I'm more for M14s, but not everybody can afford an M14. So I think an AK-47, it's a great compromise. It's a great opportunity. And on top, it's very fun. So yeah, no, I don't really want to play that game. I deserve, as a law-abiding American, I deserve an AK-47. I have the right for that. And it's sad now we're living in this new tyranny that a man, just a man with his power of his pen, no Congress, no legislation, he can pretty much write laws. That's scary. I don't care if it was Republican or Democrat. Should be scary for everybody, and I hope even our Democrats friends start to see that. So I give you a couple places where you can enjoy still the opportunity to buy these AK-47s, and don't forget also to buy them also as an investment. I mean, what do you think? You buy today for $500, you think next year it's going to worth less? You're right, especially with inflation. So stock up, and stock up. Ammunition. I have several places I like to buy ammunition, okay? Yeah, JG sales, they got some sort of, okay. They're okay. But let's see, for example, right now what's going on AK-47 basic 7.62 by 39 ammunition. Generally, you can buy right now, let's say, 1,000 rounds. Okay, I talk minimum 1,000. When you buy ammo, I don't care for guns, handguns, or rifles. I always go buy 1,000. I don't want to buy boxes, single boxes. So let's start with 1,000 rounds. There are different places out there. One place I like to buy is called also SG Ammo. Okay, SG Ammo. Let me spell it for you: S as Sam, G as Golf, ammo.com. I've been doing business with them for a few years. I like them. Normally they got a very good prices. Let's see right now what's going on with the prices for the ammunition. When you buy 7.62 by 39, honestly, I wouldn't waste the money to buy brass, unless you really reload. I like to buy surplus, or I like to buy steel case Russian. For example, right now, we're talking about the best price they have, according to their website. Today is, of course, we're talking about July the 20th, 2014, for the Golden Tiger, it's a Russian brand, 7.62 by 39 for metal jacket, bow tail, 124 grains. We're talking about for 1,000 round, $234 before shipping. Okay, not bad. Used to be much better, but unfortunately that's the situation. And that's so far one of the best prices. Then if you go, for example, with the Wolf, it's a famous brand, Wolf Military, Russian. We're talking about for 1,000 rounds, hollow point, 124 grains, about $229. So we're talking about $230. That's one of the places that I would like to buy, SG Ammo. I like them a lot. Also, don't forget to look into, if you buy your rifle, maybe from J&G sales, you should look also at their ammo. Their prices, they're not incredible, especially if you live in Arizona, you have also to pay the sale tax, but you never know. Sometimes you can find specials, okay? Right now, for example, they have 7.62 by 39 for, let's say, the brown, okay, the brown bear, for 500 rounds, $125. So, and they don't even have a box for a full 1,000 rounds. And if you get like the silver bear, hollow point, we're talking about $300 for 1,000 rounds. Remember something, I mean, they went up. We know that for sure. But if I had to buy 1,000 rounds of, let's say, 45, okay? And 45, it's a handgun round. And it costs you at least now probably $20 a box for 50, okay? So we're talking about costs more than your rifle ammunition. As priority, I would always suggest you to buy, first of all, rifles ammunition. Your side gun is going to be, your side weapon like a handgun, it's going to be important, but it is not as vital as your rifle, okay? Because remember, there is this proverb says, your handgun is to defend your person, your shotgun to defend your castle, but to defend your liberty, you need your rifle. That's what it's about. And yes, you can be much more effective and powerful with your rifle than just shooting a regular handgun, okay, 45 or 40. So please prioritize first your ammunition for your rifle. Now, this is for the 7.62 by 39. Now let's talk about 5.45 by 39, okay? It's an incredible round, in my opinion, especially if you get the surplus, as I said, Russian surplus, with the one with the steel core. Now, J&G sales right now, they're having a price, the basic price, it's the silver bear, full metal jacket, 60 grain, a box of 750 rounds, not even 1,000, for $209. All right, I mean, what can I say? It used to be much cheaper, but that's what you get. But unfortunately, probably I don't like with the Silver Bear for this round that it is not even steel core. It's just regular ball, okay? So let's think a little bit about it. Now, it's hard to find, unfortunately. They used to have everywhere this 545 by 39 for the K74. So just consider something. Whenever you buy a rifle, first find the ammunition. First buy the ammunition. You want to be sure you have plenty of ammunition. Now, how many ammunition? That's a big question. How much? How many? Well, I tell you something. In my opinion, as many as you can get. That's it. There is nothing else to say. As many as you can get. Normally, what I'd like to say, as much as your floor can handle the weight. That's the quantity of ammunition I like to have. And I remind you that I like cement floors. I don't like wood floors. So you understand what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be shocked to say that at least for each rifle, you should have at least 10,000 rounds. Because don't forget, you want to also practice. You also want to enjoy it. You also want to think that one day, maybe no more opportunity to have the specific caliber. So let's say, for example, we are completely have no more importation or production of some calibers like 7.62 by 39 or 5.45 by 39 for your K74. What you going to do with your rifle? It's going to be like just an expensive, some sort of a piece of metal and some wood. So definitely you need to get as many as you can. I understand this is some sort of a hard time and economically challenging. You have other priorities. You also need to eat. You need to take care of your family. I understand. But don't forget, sometimes, and right now especially, and always, it's always about priorities. If you want, you can always prioritize something. You can always, do some sacrifices, okay? That's what I'm saying. Don't forget that you can somehow even saving money for your coffee or don't do that vacation. I understand, life, you would like to do it all, but sometimes you can't. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You have to start to realize that if you're serious about it, if you're committed, you understand the danger we are living in, you need to get your rifles and your ammunition now. So this is pretty much what I want to say about. Now, second part of this first hour, we will have a great guest. I really like him. It's a gentleman. Is a candidate, former candidate for the California State Senate. His name is Ronald O'Donnell, and he's a Democrat. And this is show to the listeners. This show is not about parties. It's not about Republicans or Democrats. It's about freedom. Anybody who believes in freedom, who believes in the Bill of Rights, who believes in the Second Amendment, it's welcome. It's a brother or is a sister of mine in this struggle that we have to regain our rights. So what I really like about this man, first of all, it is not just the typical Democrat. He's an American first. He believes in freedom, he believes in rights, and also is open to criticize his own party when he realizes that this party, like all parties, like the Republican parties, is being conquered from international bankers and from international foreign companies and also foreign countries. So, and we are under attack, and the target, it's us, the American people. So they're using our own government against us. So that's what I like about this man. He is understanding and is not afraid to speak up. More important also, what I would like to share with him that you will see in the second part of the show is experience that he understands now the gravity of the moment that we are facing, especially in many parts of America, like, for example, it's from the high desert, San Bernardino County area, where now illegal aliens, they're pretty much being dropped with this invasion from Guatemala, from all the different southern countries with Mexico. They are pouring in. And he understands there is no more anything to do. Unfortunately, our legislation sold us out, and even if they want to do something, it would be too late. So right now, the message that we are pretty much going to share in the second part of the second hour, it is about be prepared, be ready. Okay, I don't care if you're a Democrat, Republican, Independent. I understand that this government, unfortunately, is not working for the interest of the American people, and we are now left on our own. And our neighbors, and God is the only things that we have still that we can count on. So this is the time to learn, more important to prepare, and to have skills. Hopefully we don't need them. I'm not looking for violence. I'm hope to prevent it. But unfortunately, the reality we're facing right now, it is no more about just some sort of, just some scenario that we may face. We're already here. Remember, that we're already here. We're already at this point. Among all these 10,000, 20,000 illegal aliens that every other 2 weeks they get dumped in most of our cities now, just in Arizona, from Texas. And we don't know how many. And we don't know how many criminals or gangs among those. And forget just about the dangers that we are facing as economic danger, being completely depleted. Way that you hear from Mr. O'Donnell what he has to say about how much the federal government now is paying just to foster care these children. More than $1,500 for each person, for each child. Talking about at least you can have maximum 4 children. You can make $6,000 a month just to foster care illegal aliens, while we have American children on the streets, or maybe we have veterans on the streets. So it's important. So we are facing a complete dangerous situation economically, socially, and now also physically, because this could become the complete chaos that they are looking for to pretty much install and have martial law. That's the final goal. They want to create chaos first, and then they can create a solution. The solution is more tyranny. So, my dear friends, I really invite you, first of all, to have faith, because we must have faith, in my opinion. And I don't care in which God, it's up to you, but you must have faith in good. Let's start with that. We want to be good people. We want to help our fellow humans. We want to be people that we lead by example, okay? And we must start to be a little more compassionate with each other. I believe that, especially in this moment in our communities, we need to start to bond together more than ever. Even sometimes we have differences among us. And forget about party lines. Forget about Republicans, Democrats, Libertarians. We are Americans. We can sort it out, our differences, after we take back the control of our country. So don't go away. Stay there. And you're listening to Love, Guns, and Freedom with Luca Zanna. And you are on K-Talks 1340 AM and on Guerrilla Media Network. Don't go away.
He's a songwriter, a poet, a rifleman.
I'm not afraid.
And a constitutional activist.
I'm not afraid.
Italian by birth.
I'm not afraid.
American by choice. Luca Zanna.
I'm not afraid.
And his new CD, Love, Guns, and Freedom. 16 powerful songs on one CD from the heart of a patriot. For download or to order the CD, go to www.lovegunsfreedom.com. That's www.lovegunsfreedom.com. Lyrics for your mind, music for your heart. Luca Zanna's new CD, Love, Guns, and Freedom.